There is a reason some battles never seem to end. It's not because God's power is weak, and it's not because the devil is stronger than you. Sometimes, it's because you're trying to cast out what you still keep close. You can't tell a demon to leave when you still give it a seat at your table. You can't cry for deliverance when you're secretly feeding the very thing you're asking God to kill. The Bible is very clear. Submit yourselves therefore to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. James 4 verse 7. Notice it doesn't say pray and the devil will flee. It says resist. You cannot resist what you still invite into your life. Beloved, if you're still entertaining that sin, that toxic relationship, that addiction, that secret habit, you're keeping the door open for the enemy. Demons don't need to break into your life when you're the one handing them the keys. And the painful truth is, you can't conquer what you keep cuddling. Think of Samson. He was chosen, anointed, and powerful, yet he entertained Delilah, knowing she was a trap. He played with sin and thought his strength would always remain. But the day came when the Spirit of the Lord left him, and his eyes were plucked out. Judges 16 verses 19 to 21. That's the danger of entertaining the enemy. It doesn't just weaken you, it blinds you. Or look at King Saul. God's Spirit left him because he kept disobeying and entertaining pride and rebellion. 1 Samuel 15 verse 23. The moment you make room for the enemy, you make less room for God's Spirit. And where God's Spirit is absent, defeat is certain. My friend, you might be fasting, you might be praying, but if you still entertain gossip, lust, bitterness, greed, unforgiveness, or any sinful habit, you are feeding the enemy. And every time you feed a demon, it grows stronger over you. That's why some people pray for freedom but go back to the same website, the same bed, the same circle, the same thoughts, and they wonder why they're still in bondage. Hear this clearly. The Holy Spirit cannot partner with you in the same room you've invited unclean spirits to stay. You can't mix oil and water. You can't have Christ and Belial share the same seat in your heart. Jesus said in Matthew 12 verses 43 to 45, when an unclean spirit leaves a person, it goes seeking rest, but if it finds the house empty, it returns with 7 more spirits worse than itself. That's what happens when you don't replace sin with holiness, compromise with conviction, and darkness with light. Today God is saying, stop feeding what I've called you to kill. Your victory begins the moment you stop entertaining the enemy. Shut the door. Burn the bridges. Cut off the access. Delete the number. Block the website. Walk away from the temptation. Because until you do, you'll keep fighting a battle you were never meant to lose, but you will if you keep giving the enemy a seat. Child of God, your deliverance is in your decision. God is ready to set you free, but you must choose to break the agreement you have with darkness. Throw it out. Confess it. Renounce it. Destroy it. Do it now before it destroys you. And when you finally let go, the same Spirit that raised Jesus from the dead will fill you with power, strength, and authority, and the demons you once entertained will now tremble when you speak. That's when you'll walk in real victory. Final word, don't entertain what you've been called to evict. Shut the door. Take your authority, and watch the devil flee.